Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different, something that I actually haven't done since the inception of my channel at the beginning of this year, which is a Sims 3 speed build. Now the reason why I'm doing the speed build is because currently I'm doing a Sims 3 series. If you haven't seen on my channel, that's fine, but my founder sim, because it's kind of like a legacy challenge, but I don't call it a legacy challenge, it's just kind of its own little separate thing. I don't follow any rules, but I do intend on going to like generation 12 and just kind of keeping it going and just doing it on the side. But besides the point, so recently I've been playing a little bit off camera and I felt like the gameplay was getting a little stagnant because Spring is just going to work all the time. And so I decided to move Spring, who is my founder, and her boyfriend Jonathan in together. And when I did that, they had around 30,000 simoleons as their quote unquote budget. And so I decided, you know what, I might as well just build a house using the money they both currently have. So that's what I did with their profits from selling their apartments and the money they just had saved up in their accounts already. And I honestly thought I wasn't going to be able to build a large home because it just doesn't seem like it's a lot of money. Like in The Sims 4, 30,000 won't get you very far. But in The Sims 3, man, you can get yourself a large home for 30,000 simoleons. But yeah, I was so surprised by how far I got, and they actually have a very nice home. It's not fully furnished. There are a couple rooms that I haven't finished, and there's things I would like to add on. Like Jonathan is an inventor, and so I'd like to add on his own like little inventing area in the garage later on. But yeah, so far I really love how it turns out. It's pretty basic. It's not mind-boggling. I really just wanted to get the foundations down and get a basic structure because I didn't build with like a set floor plan in mind. It was just kind of me seeing what I could do with the Sims 3 build tools because I haven't built in the Sims 3, oh god, how long? Probably not since the beginning of this year. When I first started my channel, I was going to do a Sims 3 series called a Wishy, which is where you basically do whatever your sim wants and you don't really get to choose like your sim who wants to date someone. You can only do it when they wish they want to date someone. And I realized very quickly that is a very boring series to do. Like, it might be fun in your own free time, but trying to do it on YouTube is so blah. It took forever for her to even want to get a job, and like, she didn't want to date anyone, and she was just kind of sitting around. And so I was like, well, what do I do? So I just eventually ended it. But I left the build up on the channel, which is like a tiny houseboat. And I do like it. It's pretty cute, but I felt like I could do better. So this was my opportunity to kind of build a large family home, which is something I've just built on my channel like yesterday. So I apologize for kind of the repetitiveness in my uploads. Oh my god, I just choked. I would like to maybe build a little bit more in The Sims 3 later on. I mean, I don't know. I I don't know. I thought about doing a thing where I renovate the entirety of Sunset Valley because I posted on my Twitter, voice crack. I posted on Twitter the other day that I really love Sunset Valley. It's my favorite Sims 3 world. And so I thought, maybe I could like renovate it into something that I like and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe one day. But now we're working on the interior. Whenever I was building this home, I really wanted to have a few things in mind. Like, it was basically like a checklist in my own head. I wanted the kitchen to have nice appliances because I feel like they're both adults. They're not going to buy a rundown house at this point because, like, Jonathan, he turned into an adult while I was building this home because I was using live mode. So if the lighting's a little bit weird at some point, like sometimes the walls look a little bit green-blue whenever it's in the daytime lighting. That's because it uses the lighting that was, like, whenever I moved them in. So if it is a little wonky, whenever it changes to nighttime, that's the true color of the build. But besides the point, what was I saying? Oh, I had like a checklist in mind that was like the must-have things for this home. And one of them was to have a really nice kitchen with nice appliances, which I did manage to do. Like, that was one of the first things I put in was the kitchen whenever I started furnishing the interior. I was like, nice fridge, nice stove. That's it. That's what I wanted, and that's what I got. Everything else could be blah. I could have really crappy plumbing appliances in the bathrooms, but I really wanted that nice kitchen to kind of deter having those really shitty effects for like, oh, the fridge is gross, oh, the stove is nasty. So yeah, that's what I did. And then another checklist I wanted is to have a little office area because Spring is a stylist, and so she has a, like, when she uses the drafting table, that helps her performance go up. Sorry, my voice just is not having it today, but it helps her performance go up. So I wanted to have a designated room where she can work on her drafting and doing all that jazz. And so that's what the little side room is off the dining room. And then I wanted to have a, what's it called? Garage. I wanted to have a garage because I miss cars so much. The Sims 4 is completely lacking without cars. It's just not realistic. It's just not I don't know how to explain it. It's just like you need cars in a life simulation game. It just doesn't make sense if you don't have any. Like they could have at least done a Sims 2 thing where you got a little animation where they pull out and then they fast travel to a different lot. Like that could have worked perfectly fine. It's just not having cars in garages is just a huge hit and miss. And so I knew I wanted to have one because Spring has a car and I thought Jonathan did, but I guess not, which is fine. I can get him one eventually, but they're going to have to share cars, which is a little bit annoying. But I wanted to make sure I had space for 2 cars, 1 garage, and then 1 out front. Maybe later on I might put it into a 2-car garage because I plan on making them have kids or adopting kids or something like that. So we'll see how that goes. But I really wanted to have a garage. That was like numero uno. And I wanted to have a big yard because Jonathan also needs to work on his gardening skill because he's in the science career and gardening is like one of the required things for him. And so I wanted to make sure he had space to garden whenever he needed to. But yeah, right now I'm doing the wallpapers and I miss Create a Style so much. Like when I'm playing The Sims 4, I don't think I miss it, but whenever I go on The Sims 3 and realize how I can make really crappy looking appliances look so nice and pretty, it's such a huge aspect of the game. Oh my god, my voice, what is happening? Aspect of the game, and it's so nice when I can match the flooring and the walls and tweak things a little bit and make everything look the way I want it and change up the windows real quick and do all this jazz. It's just such a integral part of the gameplay to just make it however you want it, and it just I miss it so much. It was such a huge hit and miss when they got rid of it. They could have at least done like some basic colors, but like the thing is, whenever they made those little swatches, most of the colors don't match, which is so stupid. If you're going to make a lot of colors, I mean, if you're going to make a bunch of appliances and then just have ones that don't match at all, like what's the point? It doesn't make any sense. So sorry about that. I don't know why I just decided to rant, but right now we're working on revamping the kitchen/dining area. At first I thought I wanted to get a big dining table, but then I realized that doesn't make a lot of sense for the point in the life that they are right now. They're just kind of a unit of those two. And so I wanted to give them a smaller dining table and give them an island so they have more space to cook instead of a larger space to entertain, because both of them are not really social. I mean, Spring has a couple friends. If you watch my most recent Sims 3 video when she went partying, like she's got 1 friend. No, 2 friends. It was the other guy that she thought she was going to marry, but then he ended up getting married to someone else who is our mortal enemy, and one day we will murder her. But that's besides the point. Anyway, so I didn't think they need a large space to entertain, so I just gave them a tiny dining table that they can hopefully grow into when they have kids or adopt kids. And, the most recent episode of The Sims 3, I don't know whenever this video is going up or whenever whoever's watching it, but if you're watching it the day this comes out, I pre-recorded the Sims 3 episode that's going to be going up in a few days, and let me tell you, it is wild. So many things happen that I don't expect. Like I originally went into it thinking like, oh, I'll have a birthday party for Jonathan, and I recorded the birthday party, but it wasn't fun. So I decided, you know what, just record like a simple day of them relaxing and chilling out and getting used to the new home. And we do a bunch of things, and at the very end of the video, something shocking happens. And I probably spoil it with the thumbnail because obviously you want to entice people to watch the video. But, I was not ready for it. I'm just sitting there chilling, like trying, like I was going to actually do a risky woohoo for those two to see if maybe like they could potentially like have a kid by accident. But something else happened that completely threw a wrench in the plans. It was awesome. I had so much fun. So get excited for that video to come out. Or if you're watching this in the future, the video is already out. Go check it out. I mean, why not? But right now I'm working on the exterior. I was not too thrilled with how the exterior of the home looks, just in general, because it's a very basic, very boxy home. And personally, I like to give it a little bit more kind of interesting detail. But again, I wanted to make sure I had enough money to furnish the interior the way I wanted to. And so I hope later on I will have the chance to kind of mix it up and make it look a little bit better. But as of right now, it's very boxy and very basic. Actually, if you want this house, I don't know how to do a download link. Someone please inform me if you know how to do that. I am a baby / noob when it comes to Sims 3 YouTubing, I guess, because I never did YouTube when I played this game. I played this game most of my like pre-teenhood, and I didn't have a channel then, so I don't know how to do any of the download things. And also I was really bad. Like I was so bad at building, it was almost offensive. But anyways, now we're working on the garage. I was struggling with the lighting because I did the constrained floor elevation thing to give the garage a seamless look to the house, and it just kind of looked a little bit wonky, but I managed to get the lighting to work the way I wanted it to. Just changing up some colors, doing some basic things. Oh, I just wanted to say, the other day I was on my channel, and I got the sweetest comments on one of my most recent videos. I mean, I have some sweet comments on my previous videos, and I just never had the moment to say thank you for it, because I like doing YouTube because it's just like a fun activity to do, and I like expressing my creativity and talking to you guys because it's just, it gets a little lonely in online college just sitting at home doing nothing, and so I feel like this is a really nice outlet for me to kind of talk and chat and have social interaction, kind of. And so I got some sweet comments the other day, and I got some sweet comments just in general. I just want to take a second to say thank you for that. It's really a huge motivator for me because, like, I don't do this as a job. This is a hobby, and I just like doing it. And sometimes it's hard to constitute making videos when you're in college and you have some other shit to do. And reading those comments and reading all of the kind of sweetness that you guys are posting really kind of motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. It was really nice because that particular day I was struggling with having motivation just in general, even to do college work, and those comments really made my day. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching my videos, and thank you to my subscribers. You guys are so sweet, and I didn't expect to even get any subscribers. I thought I was just going to be making content, putting it out, and no one was going to see it. But the fact that you guys are seeing it and that you're being so sweet about it and just being generally supportive, I just want to say thank you. Sorry to get mushy. I have to sneeze. Nope. I refuse to sneeze. No, I refuse. I will not sneeze in a recording. I'm so far into this. If I sneeze right now, I have to redo it, and I refuse. No, this recording has been too good. Well, aside from the fact that I choked like 5 seconds into it, but oh, my voice cracked again. God damn it. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. Sorry to get mushy. I doubt a lot of people see this, so I'll probably post another like speed build with me thanking you in a different video because I don't know if a lot of people watch Sims 3 builds, but if you are watching this right now and if you're one of those people, thank you. I appreciate you. You're amazing. And yeah, you made my day, which was really sweet. But right now we're working on Spring's kind of drawing, designing room. It's very basic. I didn't have enough money to really fully furnish it because I knew I wanted to add some other things in some other rooms first and just kind of give it a general look. Also, I didn't want to spend all of their money because I figured they'd have to pay bills very quickly. And so I wanted to give them around $1,000 to kind of to give them a chance to actually pay the bills if they're that expensive. And so in the end, I think I left them with like 800 simoleon, something like that. So they had a decent amount of money left over. I didn't fully do what I want to do. Like I want to add in a laundry room in that little back, like left corner of the home. The nursery upstairs is not fully furnished, but we'll get to that eventually when they have kids or when they adopt or something like that. Or when something else happens that is totally shocking, which you will see if you watch my new episode or previous episode, depends on when you're watching this. But right now I'm working on the gardening. I didn't realize how many plants we had in The Sims 3. Like there's a lot of them and they're all very cheap. Like those big bushes are like 1 simoleon, which is so nice when you're trying to build on a budget. But in the end, I actually go for more of a colorful design. And one thing I do miss about The Sims 4 and The Sims 3 is the fact that you can move the homes without deleting everything. Because I do think the home is a little bit too far from the sidewalk, but I can't really do anything about it, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. But I wanted to make sure I did the exterior landscaping before I managed to do any sort of like small decorations because, well, I needed the home to look complete. I feel like landscaping is a big thing. My voice is just like not having it today. But landscaping is a big thing that really makes a home look like a home and not just like a random lot. And so I'm really happy that I decided to do that first and get that out of the way before I did any sort of decorations or kind of special things in the lot. I think I did a pretty decent job doing landscaping. I didn't landscape a lot when I did The Sims 3 back in my day, which back in my day is about 10 years ago. But I did a decent job. I did okay. The trees are going in. That makes a lot look so complete. When you add trees in a lot, it just makes it look like it blends in with the rest of the world, and it is a huge bump up. Oh, I did the clouds in the nursery. I think that's so cute. I normally do it in my own free gameplay, but I loved it. I love how it turned out. But we're getting close to the end of the video, so I think I'm going to leave you guys here with a little bit of music. If you liked the video and you want to see more content from me, drop a like down below. It helps the channel. And subscribe. If you don't like what you see, like and subscribe anyways, just because you can. Now, see you guys in the next video.